Updated on stuff like that. If you're interested in contact.
Like the other ones I've been to are like, oh, that's a very Dobby thing to go to.
You guys gotta come down. Come down.
Jump out.
I'll get down. Appreciate you. No problem, brother. Thank you so much. Okay, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Thank you. Uh-oh. All right, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, I'm at West Fisher and we're standing by for the wrong.
Just drill it in now.
I need help. They're working together. That's amazing. And the idea was planted by a black woman that I want to recognize. Where's that? Wood, that G Wood, where you at? I want to recognize her because she was the one that put that in my hand and helped me to make that right. A black woman with a mind. Thank you, Victoria, for saying that. The OG Panther growls. And I want to make sure that in respect from the city of Detroit, we have an elder here. We have someone here that is rooted in in our hood, in our community. This is the OG that we pay respects to. For young men like me, we look up to him. We look up to him. And we look up to him as a father figure, we look up to him as a leader and a provider in this community. And it would be my pleasure to introduce Ronald Blair and
You are T-O-N. I can hear it.
Come on, Blair.
all power to the big one. Where the fish at? Do you mean this? Do you mean it? All power to the people. I want everybody to do a 360 very slowly. Put your fist back in the air and look around you. Look at the revolution in America. Look, look, look. I'll be back in a few. My immediate role is security. Everybody must understand that Detroit sets its own narrative.
I would try, but I promise.
And that no organization, no individual, no power-hungry politician ever gets to determine the narrative for us again. This comes from our community, representing the voices, represented by the voices of our leadership. So, security. I have with me brute force security. New Era Detroit is here. The people's action is here. Representatives from organizations that you know nothing about, from our deepest cultural communities, are here. Do not break a twig without our authority. We are the vanguard.
Thank you.
We call this. We might tear this motherfucker up one day. But that ain't today.
Go on, Bubba.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
I need a show of hands for people who will create circles of security. Circles of security. Excuse me.
So I'm 6 feet up.
Black folks, circles of security. Black folks, circles of security. Circles of security. You understand? We control this.
We control it.
We are not going to beat nobody down. But we will suppress any threat to any of you. The Detroit police. This is what we're talking about. This is the challenge that we have put to Detroit. I said, do we get the street? They said, oh. Captain said, what, you need the street? I said, either that or you probably have to fight. He said, you get the street.
Go on, Bubba.
This was just a few minutes ago. This is not a uncommon experience for us. So I want to end there. Circles of security. We are sharing information, best practices. And I also want y'all to back the fuck up off each other. I love you too much for y'all to be this close to each other. Back up. Back up. Respect each other's space as much as you can. If we need more microphones, we'll send for a truck. Circles of security, all power to the people, peace. Oh, excuse me. My daughter is here, Najanava, and my elder daughter, Alea Quinn, Harvey Quinn, the children of 2 Black Panthers. strong activists in our city. And before I would leave the microphone, I think I would have to reach protocol and hand it to my elder daughter. Do you have anything that you would like to say?
Come on.
All power to the people! All power to the people! Generational struggle!
I appreciate.
You gotta get to way off to the side.
Come on.
I appreciate everybody gathering in solidarity of this issue. I want to acknowledge the work that's been done, the history of the work that's been done in this space. Come on. I want to acknowledge Taferi Brent and his powerful work for pushing Chief Greg to step beyond the blue line and stand with us. Yesterday, Chief Craig came out and denounced brutality around the country and stood in unison with the people as a black man. That is fucking powerful. So I want to acknowledge Taferi Brent and Wendell Anthony and Negus Boo who led that work.
Yes.
I want to acknowledge the history of work that's been done in this area. Dr. Gloria House, who's also known as Mama Inez, Ron Scott, who was also a Black Panther, the Free Sawatu team. There are people who have been struggling in this area for years, and as of lately, the Force Detroit and the Live Free Detroit Coalition, we invite you to join our efforts and support our efforts, and honor be given to the leadership of this work.
Thank you so much. Wow. This has been so great, everybody. I just want to say thank you so much. We're going to try to keep the program moving for time purposes. Let me bring up Detroit Police Commissioner Willie Burton, please. Come on, Willie. Willie, come on up here, please. Oh, and I want everybody to follow the Historical Black Panther Project, the Detroit chapter on Facebook. That is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther movement. I also want everybody to join in them organizations. The People's Action. The People's Action on Facebook. Can you get up here, Willie? You can't get up there? No, that's good. I want everybody to join the People's Action and to follow New Era Detroit. They've been on the ground since 2014, restoring black pride and self-esteem within our city. Come on, Willie. You don't have to get up here. Come on, Willie.
Change the mask.
No, change the mask. Oh, wow. Everybody fell. I'm your Detroit Police Commissioner, Willie Burton, represent District 5.
All right.
We cannot let the police get away with this in Minnesota. We cannot let the police get away with that right here in Detroit. America's and blackest, poorest city in America. We must hold police officers accountable. But we must do it together. We must push for more oversight and greater transparency. Right now, they killed a good brother in Minnesota by the name of George Floyd. He was killed by hate and systemic racism. In Minnesota, they killing black men. But in Detroit, they killing our community with this techno-racism, better known today as facial recognition. Shut it down! 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 I want to bring another good brother up here today. He's no stranger being on the battlefield, fighting right here in the community. Good brother by the name of Abraham, who's standing up
against facial recognition.
All right.
Shut it down. 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 Shut it down.
There's no good afternoon when black men in America get shot and killed, and when knees of white police officers choke black men. There is no good afternoon when black men and black women and black children live in a country where racism and anti-blackness has plagued this country far before coronavirus ever did. But the truth is, this is America. This is America. This is America. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, how long will we allow for this America to continue? How long are we going to allow black Americans to continue to suffer at the hands of white supremacy? Because we got to call it out. Because if you are pissed about looting more than lynching, then you are diseased with anti-blackness. If you are pissed about a destruction of a target, but you're not pissed about targeting black communities, you have the disease of anti-blackness. If you are pissed that you cannot go out and play, but you're not calling out the fact that black Americans have died every step of the way, then you have anti-blackness. If you don't call out, and I will call them this, if you don't call out those sons of bitches who went to the Capitol, with their guns, but you are pissed off when you see black men and women gathering in Detroit, you have the disease of anti-blackness. And until we call it out as allies and people who aren't black, then we still too have anti-blackness. Because here's the thing, it's not enough for us to come out here and talk with black folks and African American folks about the injustices. You gotta call it out when you hear it with your family. You gotta call it out when you hear it in your community. As an Arab man, I know too well how big of a problem this is. For over 200 years and nearly a millennia, African Americans and black folks, they can't walk in the park. They can't sit in their apartments. They can't pass broken taillights. They cannot breathe. They cannot go to school. They cannot play in the park. They cannot hang out with their families. Black America for too long couldn't breathe. Black America for too long had trouble trying to get equity in their communities. Black America too long have not been able to walk around with a hoodie. Black America for too long haven't been able to buy a bag of Skittles. And Black America for too long has had trouble going into stores, some owned by Arab Americans that look like me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We have an obligation to call it out. It is not just okay to come out here. It is time for us that when we hear it in our homes, we stand up and we fight back. It is time when we hear it on Facebook, we stand up and we fight back. It is time for us when we see it with our friends, we stand up and fight back. And that goes for the dog whistles too. I can't tell you how many people say a bunch of shit and we just are quiet about it. So we must begin to call out anti-blackness, because before COVID-19 ever plagued this country, anti-blackness was always here. And we have to call it out every step of the way. No justice? No peace! No justice? No peace! Thank you, everybody. My name is Abraham Ayash. God bless you. All right. We're going to keep
with the young lady that I don't even want to talk about her story because it gets me upset. But the story of people having their CCLs and CCWs and CPLs, oh, it might be okay for some, but it ain't okay for all. And for a woman that has her license, that is a law-abiding citizen who stood up in self-defense and was treated in the worst way. I cannot believe that in this day of black people that are licensed CPL holders, we are still being treated with harassment. And the first person I want to say, and I want to say thank you to all of you who are out here standing for democracy and justice and making our voices heard. May I introduce to all of you Sawatu Solomon Ra.
My mama, she around here somewhere. Mama, wherever you at, come forward. Detroit, I'm angry. Yeah. Y'all angry? Yeah. I'm angry. Are you angry? Yeah. Are you angry? Yeah. Are you angry? Yeah. Are you angry? Yeah. I want to honor that anger and that rage and that heartbreak that we feel, especially black folks. Our anger is justified and necessary. Yeah. Make space to feel it. Make space to channel it. To my white people, I mean no harm. To my non-black and people of color, make space to let us feel our anger. Yeah. Take the time to reflect on your role in perpetuating the system of white supremacy and figure out your role in ending it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
The police and vigilantes are attacking us. They're stealing lives of black people all over this continent. Ahmaud Arbery, a black man in Georgia. Breonna Taylor, a black woman in Louisville. George Floyd, a black man in Minneapolis. Tony McCain, a black trans man in Tallahassee. All of them were murdered by police and vigilantes. And right here in Michigan, Shatina, Grady, and her husband were attacked by Ypsilanti police.
Yes.
Yes. She was jailed, but she was released yesterday. But today we continue to raise money for her medical care and legal fees. We must feel this heartbreaking rage, y'all. We must honor the rebellions and expressions of resistance and the system that was built to destroy us, y'all.
Yes. Yes.
We are in the midst of a global pandemic.
Yes.
And I'm not just talking about coronavirus, y'all, which has impacted and stolen the lives of 100,000 people and lives that we all know around this country.
Yes.
Disproportionately impacting black people, especially right here in Detroit where we have lost loved ones. But on top of the unimaginable loss, y'all, they continue to pour salt on our wounds. The pandemic is not just coronavirus. The pandemic is white supremacy. The pandemic is police and prisons. The pandemic is capitalism. The pandemic is militarism, colonialism, patriarchy, the cause of climate change, and mass displacement.
All right.
Work with me, y'all. The pandemic is that they shut off thousands of residents in Detroit water off.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And it is still not restored. Even when washing our hands is the way that we're supposed to protect ourselves from the virus.
Yes.
Yes. They don't care.
So we must be part of movements and be the medicine. Movements is the antidote. The movement is the healing process. We must heal ourselves and stop the pandemic.
Yes.
We must build a new world. The prison industrial complex abolition is not just closing down prisons and shutting down police departments, although we should be working every damn day to close down prisons and police departments. What abolition means is fundamentally transforming our relationships and society. What abolition means is to address the problems in which prisons and police came to be the answer to falsely.
Yes, ma'am.
We know that if it's our communities, polluted and poisoned, then it is also policed and imprisoned. So we must address front-end issues like having access to housing, clean air and water, employing our folks and practicing cooperative economics. We must heal that trauma. We must build interdependent networks of collective care with each other. We must redistribute money and power from the criminalization of our communities to the liberation of our communities. So when we have big victories, y'all, like we had in Oakland, California, where they closed the youth detention center, we will have the resources for our folks when they come home. That is the world that we're trying to build. And here are some concrete ways you can support it. Let's go. Repeat after me.
Yes, ma'am.
Support Black-led organizing.
Support Black-led organizing.
That means donate to local groups that is doing the work here.
Yes.
In other cities too. Show up and ask what is helpful and cooperatively work in solidarity. If you are white or non-black person of color, join groups like Showing Up for Racial Justice or Asians for Black Lives. Work in solidarity for movements of Black lives. Repeat after me. Defund the police.
Defund the police.
That means get involved in the work and here the work that's going on here to defund the police, to stop the facial recognition and support the work of Green Light Black Futures. Repeat after me. Abolish prisons.
Abolish prisons.
That means one way to work towards that is supporting the bills I and others have supported to work towards abolishing the systems in which prisons fuck with our people. Hold them accountable.
That's how you say it. Fuck with our people.
Repeat after me. Turn the fucking water on.
Turn the fucking water on.
Support efforts to turn the water on and restore water right now. Get involved with the work of We the People of Detroit and redistribute water.
And Flint, too.
And Flint, for sure.
Repeat after me. Find a movement family. Build a team, y'all. Get in this work, y'all. Not only for this moment, but for the long haul, y'all. Get in this work. And repeat after me one more time. Build communities of collective care.
Build communities of collective care.
All right. Much love.
Jasmine let me have Jasmine Middlebrooks from the March for Black Women.
Okay. I'm about to read off my phone because I got a lot to say.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta be here.
I just want to thank everybody first for coming out in the middle of a pandemic to protest this injustice, because the pandemic isn't stopping the police from their favorite sport, which is brutalizing Black people.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
As you know, Black Detroiters have a painful history with the police, from the 67 and 68 riots to Ayanna Stanley Jones. The trauma feels never ending. It seems like every year we have to get out and do the exact same thing. We're stressed about this pandemic, and now we're stressed about more senseless murders. I want everyone to make sure they take care of their mental health and know when they have to turn the news off, because this stuff is depressing and it will drain you. Now, I want to ask the white allies out here to do more than just march and tweet. When you see injustice in front of you, say something. I don't care if it's with the police or your professor or your friends or family, intervene. Now, white people were just at the State House waving rifles around in the police faces and ain't nobody touched them. So you have so much privilege in this country that you can use for good.
Yes. Yes, my sisters and brothers.
Before I stop talking, I want to let all my Black people know that when you say Black Lives Matter, you gotta mean it. We gotta show up for everybody, and that includes Breonna Taylor and the trans man Tony McDade, who was killed in Tallahassee, Wednesday. All Black Lives Matter.
Thank you.
Power to the people. Detroit Charter Commissioner Joanna Underwood.
I'm so happy to see everybody come out today. I'm so happy to see everybody take a stand for justice. Regardless of the coronavirus, we came out in unity, and that's what we wanted today. But I'm here to tell you, even though we're going to celebrate the life of George Floyd, even though he was killed by a racist pig, what we're going to do is acknowledge the poverty conditions of the city of Detroit that you stand in. I don't want y'all to sit up here and go home and say, oh yeah, we're going to rally for George, and forget about Malice Green, forget about Elena Jones, forget about all the struggling African Americans in this city right now. They're struggling right now. The 140,000 of African American homeowners that lost their homes because of predatory racist practices of the banks. About the 100,000 residents of the city of Detroit that's living right now with water shut-offs or about to get their water shut off. You have to take a stand for that too. You can't just show up when somebody died. You got to show up to keep us alive too. It's all our responsibilities. It's called humanity. And if you have a soul, and you're in flesh, and you're in bones, and you're in blood, then you're also supposed to know that any injustice from one person is injustice to us all. And you never forget that. They have, in American society, we've been fighting this racism and white supremacy for 400 years. 400 years since 1619. Okay? So this battle cannot just be fought by African Americans, so-called African Americans alone. It has to be fought by all of us because this system is attacking all of us. They not just taking our jobs overseas, they taking your jobs overseas too. They not just closing down our schools, they closing down your schools too. We're not the only ones suffering, but we are the only ones. We're not the only ones suffering in America, but it seems like we're the only ones raising hell. All of us need to raise hell about the injustice in this country. Now, everybody got to be against racism. Now, look, we ain't going to control, we're not going to do that. And now, what's going to happen is this. People are going to talk about organizing and everything like that. The only effective way that we can do this is that we got to attack the big wolf in the room, the police unions. The police unions that protect these racist pigs. These police unions that protect these racist officers. We are paying for them to kill us in the street. They got billions of dollars in their pension funds that every time an officer kills an unarmed black person, then we take the money out of their pension fund. We don't take the money out of the city of Detroit. We don't take the money out of Minnesota. We take the money out of the pension fund.
Stop killing our men!
We need real policy change. We need an anti-lynching bill to be passed so all these people that's running for office or out of Congress representation submit the bill and pass the bill. Because public lynching is still going on because George Floyd was publicly lynched. It was a lynching that took place. And that's why we got to come together and stop all lynching. Stop all this injustice, but we cannot do it alone. Get active, get involved, and let's do it. All power to the people, Black Power.
Stop killing our men! Stop killing our men!
All right, so
Right here.
I want to bring up a lady, if I. There you go, Greg. I want to bring up a lady if I can. She want to share her testimony of her son being brutalized by police brutality.
Okay.
But before I do that, I want to let everybody know that Barbara Baxter Jones cannot be here today. If you are an activist, an organizer, or individual in this scene, you have got to know Barbara Baxter. He wants to let you all know that his case is coming up starting soon. And we're going to post the link in the event page. You need to go to Advocates for Barbara Baxter. That is the Facebook page in the group to help Barbara Baxter. He was arrested in July of 2014 when the water shut-off crisis. The police violated his ADA rights. They violated his ADA rights, and we want to make sure that you all show up the same numbers for him. I want to share with the mother you all her story. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I am no longer Lita Reed. I am Anthony Damone Clark Reed. He don't have a voice no more because DPT took it.
Oh, no.
They took his voice when they failed to give him his inhaler. He asked not once, but 4 times.
Yes.
4 times. And they hide behind this law that was made for police officers when our kids wasn't scared of them. Everyone's scared of the police now. The laws need to be changed, just like they changed the law to get Capone and invented the RICO Act. We need a new law for the police officers because they hide behind that law. They use this law to not be prosecuted. That's why they scared to prosecute them, because they have a law in place that can't prosecute them. It needs to be changed, and we need to vote to change the law.
Yes.
My son was 24, in college, graduated. They tried to paint him as a drug dealer.
Yes.
Chief Craig said that he died because he was morbidly obese and asthmatic. That's a reason for him to die?
No.
Is that a reason? No. He asked 4 times. How many times do you have to ask for your inhaler? What? How many times do you have to ask for your inhaler? He asked 4 times.
1 time.
And the last words that came out of his mouth was ambulance. He asked for his own ambulance.
Okay, but...
So no, these laws need to change. Change the laws.
Yeah.
Vote. Vote. Get them out and change the laws.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we gotta get out and vote, y'all.
All right, so we got 2 more, and then we gonna have another speaker. Scotty Bowman, Detroit Police Civilians. I forgot your name. Okay, go ahead. It's Detroit Residents Advancing Civilian Oversight. And, you know, this here is about, we got George Floyd, who was murdered by 4 police in Minneapolis. But people should not have to die for us to be angry.
Yes.
Here in Detroit, 2 years ago, August 2018, an African-American hospital patient was brutally beaten by a Detroit police officer, Dwayne Jones. And you know what happened? They gave him a promotion. I'll say that again, and you can look it up on video. Look up Shelby Smith, Justice for Shelby, Dwayne Jones. They gave him a promotion.
Whoa.
And someone mentioned it earlier with the police unions. They're able to get around their city's charter, ignore and bypass the Board of Police Commissioners. We need civilian oversight. Other cities, Minneapolis needs better civilian oversight. But over here, we have only a few police commissioners fighting hard. People like Commissioner Willie Burton from the 5th District, who's trying to really make a difference and hold our police accountable when they act wrong and to reward them when they act right. But it isn't going to happen unless we get more good people on that commission, unless we let the commission know and the city know that we're not going to take it, that we need to have justice for everybody. No killings, no beatings. This is not the way people should treat members of the community. If you agree, go to DRACO.life, and you can fill out the contact form. I'd love to talk to you. Draco.life. We're sticking together to hold the police accountable in Detroit.
Yes!
What was the name of that?
Take your sign.
There's Liberty Militia kind of guys. They're like way the hell over there. Yeah, it's like some of those guys. Yeah, I saw it.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
I want everybody in the crowd to put your right fist in the air. Look to your left, then look to your right. And understand that this is the spark of a movement.
the 90s, and here we are, 2020, and we are still dying at the hands of systemic racism. I'm fucking tired, y'all. I'm fucking mad. It's time to stand up and fight back. When you see black lives under attack, what are we gonna do? When black lives are under attack, we gonna stand up and fight back. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Fighting back looks like showing up today, but it looks like staying in the fight tomorrow. Fighting back looks like helping your partner, your assistant, but at the same time, it looks like helping a stranger in need. Especially those who are under attack by police brutality. It might not happen in Detroit, but injustice anywhere. Injustice anywhere. Injustice anywhere. Injustice anywhere. Injustice anywhere. Come on now, we can do better than that. I need Canada to hear us. Injustice anywhere. Injustice anywhere. So are you ready to stand up and fight back? Are you ready to join New Era Detroit? Are you ready to join the water warriors and fight for everybody to get their water back, turned back on? Are you ready to stand up in August and November and not only go vote against police brutality and injustice, but and vote and dump Donald Trump in November? It's time to get involved. This is the spark. It's Sandra Bland. Let's say her name. Sandra Bland. George Floyd. Michael Brown. Come on, man. It's too many of us dying at the hands of police brutality for us not to stand up and fight back. Straight up. Way too many. Next it'll be me. Next it could be you. It could be her. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Don't stand around if you see it happening. Stand up and fight back. Let's do something. Get involved. Get engaged. Join an organization that's in this community today. Donate to an organization that's in this community working today. Get on the bus. Take your ass to Minnesota and fight back. Get on the bus. Take your ass to Minnesota and stand with the Attorney General, who is actually from the city of Detroit. Keith Ellison, who's from the city of Detroit, fighting not only for me, but you too. Injustice anywhere,